Welcome everybody. Today we're going to start our third and final day of equations with variables on both sides. So the first problem we have is negative 8 plus 14a equals 7 minus a. Well, I see that we have an a on this side and a on this side. Now I want to move one of these over to the other side because I want all my a's on one side. So I see that we have 14 a's on this side, so that's a lot of them. I only have one a over here, so I think it'd be easiest to move that one a to this side. Now we do have a negative a, so that's going to be plus a to move it over. So now those cancel. We get negative 8 plus 14a equals 7. Oh, sorry, not 14a anymore because we added 1a. Plus 15a. Now we need to get our negative 8 over to the other side because we can only have a on this side. So we're going to add 8. And we get 15a equals 15. Last step, because the 15 and the a are touching, I know I can divide them. A equals 1. Here I have a number outside of some parentheses. That means I can draw our box. So we get 5 and 2x minus 7. 5 times 2x is 10x. 5 times negative 7 is negative 35. So we get 10x minus 35 equals 6x plus 13. Now it looks like I have more x's on the left side with 10x. So I want to move my 6x over by subtracting. I'm subtracting because the 6x was positive, so the opposite is to subtract. So 10x minus 6x gives us 4x minus 35 equals 13. Next step is to add 35. Thirteen plus 35 is 48. 4x equals 48. Divide by 4. And x equals 12. Alright, this one says, find the perimeter of the triangle. The sides of each triangle are equal in length. So we have 9x minus 3 and 4x plus 7. So to find the other side of the triangle, we need to put these two equal to each other because we know that every side is equal. So once we find this side, we'll know it's equal to this side and this side. So we have 9x minus 3 equals 4x plus 7. I have more positive 9x, more positive x's over here with 9 and less over here with 4. So I'm going to move over the 4 x's. So 9x minus 4x gives us 5x minus 3 equals 7. Now we're trying to get x by itself, so we need to add 3. And 5x equals 10. Divide by 5. And x equals 10 divided by 5, which is 2. Now this says find the perimeter of the rectangle. So what we need to do is find the x here. Oh, 1 second, hold on. We need to find the perimeter of the triangle too. So we know that x equals 2. So what we can do is put this 2 back into our equation. So now we'll have 9 times 2 minus 3. 9 times 2 is 18, minus 3 is 15. Okay, so we know that this is 15. If we put the 2 into here, we get 4 times 2 plus 7. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 7 is 15. We know that this other side is equal to all the others, so this must be 15. So the perimeter then must be 15 plus 15 plus 15. So our P then is 45. Here we got to find the perimeter of our rectangle. So what we're going to do is we need to find what x is first. So I'm going to put 7x minus 15 equal to 2x. Now, I do have more positive x's over on this side, but if I move the 2x, that'll leave nothing here. So what I'm going to do is move the 7x. So we get negative 15 equals 2x minus 7x, gives us negative 5x. Divide by negative 5. We get x equals positive 3, because two negatives make a positive. Now if we find the perimeter, we know that x equals 3, so this is instead 2 times 3. 2 times 3 equals 6, so we know that this side is 6. If we do 7 times 2 minus 15, 7 times 3 minus 15. 7 times 3 is 21, minus 15 is 6. So our perimeters then are 6 plus 6, which is 12, plus 10, which is 22, plus 10 more is 32. So our perimeter, if we add all these together, is 32 meters. Alright, now this says solve the equation if possible. So, what we're going to do then is we first need to look at our 3 steps. So there are 3 different solutions here. We could have one solution, no solutions, and all solutions. So all solutions would also be called what's called an identity. So all real numbers would work for all solutions. So one solution would be like x equals something. No solution would be like 2 does not equal 3. And all solutions would be like 3 equals 3, which means anything can be put in for our variable. So first we got to look to see what we can do here. We have 14x minus 8 and 14x plus 13. I got to move the x's to one side. So I'm going to move my 14x over to this side. If I do that, 14 minus 14 gives me nothing. 14 minus 14 also gives me nothing. So I get negative 8 equals 13. Well, we know that negative 8 doesn't equal 13 because they're not the same number. So we know that this one is no solution. If we take a look at this one, we got to move our a's over, so I'm going to move 7a over to this side. So we get 9a plus 21 equals 84. Subtract 21. So we get 9a equals 63. Divide by 9. And a equals 7. We know that if a equals 7, that's the only thing it can equal. So this one has one solution. Our last couple problems, we're looking for one solution, no solution, or all solutions for all real numbers. So if we take a look at this, we see we have a c here and a c here, also a c on this side. So we know that the first thing we got to do is get these two together. So negative 15c plus 7c is going to give us a negative 8c plus 1 equals 3 minus 8c. So what we're going to do is add 8c to both sides. Because the opposite of negative is positive, we get 1 equals 3. We know that this doesn't work. 1 does not equal 3, so this is no solution. Here we have a b on this side, a b here, and a b here. So we have 7b minus 15 equals 3b minus 15 plus 4b. I can combine both of my b's here on this side. So we get 7b minus 15 and 7b minus 15. Here I can subtract 7b. This will cancel out, so will this. So now I have negative 15 equals negative 15. So negative 15 does equal negative 15 because they're the same number. What that is called is an identity. What an identity means is that all real numbers could be a solution. So I could put any number I wanted to in for b, and this equation would work out. Alright, that's it for today.